Greetings YouTube, Dark Swordsman here, and today we're carrying on with Elden Ring. Now, first of all, I'm just going to sort of tell you about a few changes that I've made. So, first off, I have gone and sorted out the Great Sword. As you can see, my strength is all the way up to 40 now. I did give myself a little bit of a hand with that. I went over to one of my other characters and I've got the good fortune to have access to multiple consoles, so I was able to access my secondary account and use that to help me transfer some stuff over. Not too much stuff, I don't want to overdo it. I didn't want to ruin the walkthrough too much. It was just, obviously, you know, I don't have the luxury of being able to summon as much because I don't really have any friends left that play this, and I know there's some bosses coming up that I am going to struggle with. So I just wanted to give myself that little edge to try and help. But obviously, regardless of what level I am or equipment, I will still be showing you everything in a certain order. The order that I believe you should do stuff in. So yeah, I basically just transferred a few souls over. I also transferred my Erd's Tree Favour +2, which if I can I'll show you guys where to get that from. I also transferred a few other bits over. That one I'd already picked up on our playthrough. This one boosts my physical defense. I've not got that one equipped just yet, but again, that's another one to help. This one and this one also do equipment load, although having said that, I just noticed those two are the same, so I won't be able to equip that one, so it'll just be between this one and this one. But yeah, and then I've got this one as well, which is the gold scarab that increases the amount of runes dropped. Not that we'll really need it. And then for later on, I've also brought my crucible armor over, but that's for much later. Alright, so with that all done, let's get started. So last time we did one of the dungeons, didn't we? We're going to go ahead and pick off the other dungeons, well, some of the other dungeons at least. So from here we are going to go, that's not the button I was looking for, that's the button I was looking for. So we're going to head over this way. But yeah, for the most part it was mainly just souls that I dragged over, that I had sat on my other character, just to help me level up a little bit. Granted, I obviously showed you guys the leveling up spot, it's just, for my, I didn't have the time to be leveling up like that, because I was only getting 1,000 a time. Obviously it's still a good spot, obviously, and you know, let's see, so we can talk to the ghost, but he doesn't have a lot to say. Now we need to be careful because there is an ambush. There he is. Now these guys like to do a lot of bleed damage, as you can see. Grab this. And you know what, rather than waste a flask, I am actually going to run back up here and just use the grey site to get my flasks back. And my god, they hit hard. I could have put a shield up, to be fair, to block that. I just completely forgot I had a shield for a moment. I think that comes from playing Bloodborne for so long. Because in Bloodborne, there's literally only one shield in the entire game, and it's absolutely crap. It doesn't block anything. Why do these guys have to be so fast? Oh. Okay, so with this bit we need to get our timings right. Was not expecting him to drop down, but there we go. Alright, here we go. So veer around to the right and hold. So now what we're going to do is proceed all the way down, and we're going to hit this thing, and that's going to send it down. And that will eliminate that problem. Now we just have one more to deal with. Although I do find this one to be a lot harder. Whoops daisies. That's not the button I wanted. There we go. Just get rid of him. Oh shit. Oh, I hate those little shits. Bloody hell, 4 of them. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Oh, I put so much into my strength. However, I should have put some into dexterity as well. I was too busy focusing on my strength because I wanted to make sure that the greatsword was effective. However, dexterity controls how fast you can swing. Grab this. There you are. That's why I hesitated, because I had a feeling he was going to drop down again, so I just wanted to make sure I was ready for it. Now hopefully these fire things should have stayed down, so we should be able to just run straight back through. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I see, there's 2 at the back there on the back wall. I didn't see them. Okay, okay, so how do we want to play this? What's the best way to do this? Really? Come on, one down. I don't understand where those other ones are coming from. I looked at the wall, there was none up there, so where the heck are they all coming from? That doesn't make any sense. I need to get a better look at this wall. Like I said, this is part walkthrough, part let's play, and yeah. This would be one of those bits that turns into a let's play rather than a walkthrough, because I keep getting screwed over, and I am having to go off of memory with some of this. Are you gonna come down or what? Oh, okay, you can stay up there then. We'll deal with you later when we get there. There's one there. Oh, there's one that side as well. I didn't see that. That's 2 down. No! Oh, come on. I'm really trying to get this lousy bloody item. Though I did notice something there actually. They didn't attack until I swung, so I'm just wondering if I can sneakingly grab the item and then back off. Oh, completely forgot about him for a minute. You know what? There's one thing in this game that I miss compared to Dark Souls 2. The life gems. I miss my life gems. Okay. There we go. Oh, great. We've knocked the fire thing back up. That's not what we needed. But we got the item. And let's be honest, it really weren't worth it. I can honestly say my armour is really letting the side down with this sodding dungeon as well. Let's head on down through. So I'm not going to bother trying to recover my runes. I don't think there's any point to it. I am, however, just going to turn that back off just in case. Well, actually, we'll. There's one thing in all of these Souls games I cannot stand. It's the bleed damage, because the bleed damage is absolutely horrendous most of the time. I can honestly say also that I'm a little bit surprised as to how much damage I'm actually taking right now as well. Oh, come on. Oh, what? Where did he come from? I don't believe that just happened. Where the hell did that No, not going to swear, not going to swear, not going to swear. Oh. Little sod. I'll be much happier when this dungeon is done and I don't have to worry about bleed damage again for a while, because I'll be honest, there won't be any bleed, not any catacombs coming up anytime soon for a while. Pretty sure I know exactly what the boss is in here as well, if I remember correctly, and he's not pleasant. There'll be versions of him later on where I probably will have to summon in order to get rid of him, but oh, I've just seen where the other one came from, I think. There he is. At least I think that was the other one that sucker punched us. There we go, problem solved. Right. Grab this for the ashes. And then finally we're going to head back out here and we're going to... That's odd, there should have been a lever around here somewhere to be pulled. Or am I losing my mind? Oh, there's the... Ah, there it is. we need to go back round. I fell down. See, even though I've done all this leveling up, I'm still not quite as strong as I could be. And I am still struggling at getting through some of these dungeons, so we're still not quite invincible just yet. Right, so actually we need to come to this side and then drop here. And then grab this. This will open the boss door for us. Lurking in the shadows? I don't think so. You can do one, mate. We've had quite enough of your jip. Right. Let me see if I can beat this thing on my own. I think I probably can. He's not that tough, you just have to get the movements right. Seems playing Bloodborne has actually come in handy a little bit because I'm learning to dodge. Well, mostly. Oh, come on. Really? Are you quite finished? He's down. And we get the noble sorcerer ashes. And the other ashes that we got earlier would have been this one here. I meant to show you it earlier, I just forgot for a second. So yeah, with that we can make our way out of here. That was very unpleasant for a dungeon, I'm not going to lie. It took us, how long did that take us to get through? 18 minutes it took us to get through that one. I just want to rest here a second and just get my flasks back and my health. Just wondering whether I can squeeze that dungeon in as well. Wouldn't take very long. Yeah, sod it, let's do it. It's a nice easy one. And then after that we'll be heading for the castle, I think. So from here we're going to head down this way. I will show you on the map where we're going once I get there. But basically the cave we're going to do now is going to take us to that island over there. Well, at least that's the plan anyway. Oh yeah, you. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-dum. Oh, I hate it when he does that. That's really annoying. Oh yeah, the invisible guy. So if you're fast enough at catching this guy, you can kill him for another ashes, but he's quite difficult to hit. I've never been able to actually catch any of them, but they are there. Every time I make that mistake of thinking he's the merchant, but he's not. There is a merchant down here, but it's not that one. Right. So the cave is down this end. We need to go a little bit further down. Can safely ignore these idiots. They're no threat. So here's our merchant.
What do you need? I don't want any trouble.
He's probably one of the only merchants that I actually leave alive. So we're going to grab both of these for crafting knowledge. This guy also has the recipe for the poison remover, which actually I'm going to grab. Oh, I can only grab one right now, but
Done? Well.
so if I go into my crafting now, yeah, there we go. We can now craft neutralizing bolus, which is what gets rid of poison. Following that, you can come to him as well, I believe. Right, onwards to the cave, which is... was it this way or was it that way? Hold on. Let me just double check, because I know it's here somewhere. It is... there it is, it's just here. So here's where we are on the map, right on the corner. So there's Church of Elia, so you literally just come all the way to the coast here. Obviously over on this corner here, that's where we got the what's it item to boost our runes that we got from killing the dragon. And this is the coastal cave. And this one's only a short one, hence why I'm squeezing it into this episode. It is a little bit dark down here as well, but we'll be alright. Yeah, watch out for those guys, they hit hard. I really wish I had a torch so I could see what I was doing. Kind of winging it a little bit. Ooh, that's disgusting. If we come out here we can probably see a little bit better. Oh, okay, we've stepped into the boss fight. Like I said, this is a really small dungeon. Shit, wrong item. That's one of them down. Go away. Okay, there should be one more. Where is he? I think we have to go down the other end of the room for him to come out of hiding. Yeah, there he is. He's down the bottom there. Okay. What the hell just happened there? Apparently I just went straight through him, like he almost wasn't there. There we go. Not too difficult a fight, but we get the sewing needle as well from this fight. I don't think there was anything else in here, was there? Let me just double check. No, I'm not seeing anything else in here. Cool. I can usually tell if there's stuff on the ground anyway. Just look for the white glow. So at this point we could use that to go back to the entrance, but in our case we're actually going to ignore that for once. Actually, what's that green stuff? I think I might need that. Cave moss. I might need that for my poison remover. Usually helps if you jump. Grab this. Might we get jumped. Yeah, it might also be worth trying to get a torch as well as you're going to come down here. I have to heal. Rather hoping not to have to heal until I got outside, because there is a grave site outside and I was rather hoping to save the flasks. Although to be honest I don't suppose it really matters at this point. Here we go. As you can see, we're now across the sea on the island. And there's a few Erd leaves as well that you can grab here. But we're going to head for the ruins at the top. And there shouldn't be anything hostile on this island either. I don't think. Grab this. And then through here we have our dragon shrine, the dragon communion, where you can get dragon fire, dragon claw and dragon maw, which I've got to say are very powerful attacks. I used to have a friend that I played this game with once upon a time, and he used it, and let's just say it decimated a lot of our opponents. See if there was anything around the back. Sometimes there are bits and pieces behind, but no, it doesn't look like it. Right, well, that's going to be it for this episode. So next time round we are going to be going to, well, we're going to start working our way to this castle over here. I don't know if we'll make it all the way in or not, but yeah. So we'll be starting from the gate front grey site, which you should already have, so I will see you there for the next episode. Take care, folks. See you on the next episode.